Billy Graham's predestination, his guarantee is he's going to be glorified.
All right, can I tell you why I think that's wrong? Well, let me put it like this. I am Joseph.
Joseph, go ahead,
yes.
sir.
I don't know if you have time to talk later, but I know I've seen you in this type of situation. Someone would want to ask about predestination, and you would invariably say,
we're not predestined to talk about that tonight.
yeah. Do you have time to talk about that now, or could you talk about it later?
Well, I will give you my view of predestination, free will. And my view is, a lot of people think that those two are incompatible, and I don't think they are. Because I think when we say they are, we're confusing knowledge with causation. Just because God knows what we're going to do in advance doesn't mean he's causing us to do it. So before God elects to create the universe, he already knows how it's going to turn out. When he elects to create this universe, he knows Richard Dawkins is not going to believe and Billy Graham is. But he's not causing Billy Graham or Richard Dawkins to believe as they do. They are. He just knows it. And when we see words in the New Testament about predestination, I think in most cases what it means is the outcome is guaranteed. If you're in Christ, you're predestined to be glorified. It doesn't mean you don't have a choice. You had the choice, and once you got in Christ, as Ephesians 1 talks about, you're ultimately going to wind up glorified, as Romans 8 ultimately gets to. So just because God knows who's going to believe and who isn't doesn't mean he's causing people to believe and who doesn't believe. He is just recognizing that when he creates, Billy Graham's going to believe, Richard Dawkins doesn't, and Billy Graham's predestination, his guarantee is he's going to be glorified.
All right, can I tell you why I think that's wrong? Well, let me put it like this. I think that the predestination in Romans is different than the predestination in Ephesians. And the reason why I want to talk to you about it is I think the predestination in Romans is tied into the series you're doing, The Bible You Never Knew. Not only that, I understand that you're going to be going through an online course in Romans. So obviously you've already told us what you think, and you're going to go through it in Romans. I believe that the reason people are getting predestination wrong from Romans is because of what you said. God knows everything.
What do you, because we got a line here, what do you think predestination means?
In Romans, this is what I'm talking about. When he says predestined to be conformed to the image of his son, he's talking about the people that you're going through in your series, the Bible.
Okay, the typology. So Isaac, Joseph, Moses, other types in the Old Testament. Okay.
The things that happened to them to make them types of Christ did not happen by accident. They were predestined by God so that now we can look back at them and say, well, we can see Christ in those people. So to be conformed to the image of his son, it means we can see some aspect of the life of Christ in Joseph, in Jonah, in Moses, and in all those people. That's why those words are in the past tense. Called, past tense. Glorified, past tense. Justified, past tense. And I think that ties in with the Bible You Never Knew. That's what he's saying.
New series we're doing, The Bible You Never Knew. It's on select Monday nights. So this Monday night it'll be on 7:30 p.m. Eastern time from Charlotte. We'll be recording that, so if you want to watch it, you can. It could be. I haven't investigated that, but what do you believe in the Calvinism, Molinism debate then?
I don't get into it.
All right. You're predestined not to. I got it.
Yeah.
All right.
Can I give you something that for you to consider?
Yeah, sure. But let me do it later because I got people behind you. Thank you, Joseph. Thanks.